guys, Sarah already went in. I'm gonna go ahead and look through the yard and run in. This estate sale has so much stuff. We're definitely splitting up. And obviously I had to stay in this backyard for a few minutes, just kind of look around. Everything was priced a little too high for me, but it was neat seeing the stuff. Love seeing the Route 66 signs, phone from car sign. That was really cool. But as soon as I came in, I saw Sarah to the right, and she was looking through all the paint tins. And I went to the left and found some of these cool vintage Halloween masks. Some of them are pretty dinged up, but I grabbed a few of the ones that looked a little bit older. And I figured Sarah will be passing through, so she'll be able to clean up for me. And what was cool about this place is even though there were prices marked, she was still doing a bundle. So we brought quite a bit there at the end once we finished, and she really hooked us up with a good deal. So I was very happy with this estate sale company, and this was up in Denver. I did end up actually passing on this. I did put it in my bag, but once we went and looked through everything, I noticed that the monkey had a little bit more damage than I like, but this the Coca-Cola tin right here, it is a vintage advertising bank, and I believe it's German. Yeah, it's Germany on there, and so yeah, it's definitely worth grabbing. And once again, I got some really good deals on the bundles. There's just so much in this house, and this was a house that had so many whistles. They collected whistles and stir sticks, so they had a lot of different little collections that were great for us to do. I did go ahead and pass on these stir sticks, but we're going to definitely be going back next week, and if they're there, I will definitely grab them. Just interesting stuff everywhere, just kind of mixed in and out. And then went to the tin room. Now this, the Jitterbug, and it's a one-man band, has all the working components in it. And if you check out Sarah's video that she's dropped, she's going to be it will show you how it works a little bit. But it's definitely a cool get, and I'm keeping it for myself for now. There were so many tin toys. I really usually would have snagged all of them, especially like the ladybugs and stuff, but because they were priced up there, I didn't want to mess with our bundle pricing. I wanted to make sure we left plenty of room to have the savings so we could bring these for sale. But I did end up grabbing a few. And over here, the first thing that caught my eye was that blue glass. It is Boyd's glass, and it's numbered. I don't remember for sure, but I believe there were 1,000 made, and this was in the 300s, and that has Hopalong Cassidy on it. And then, of course, this Murano piece in the window. I mean, it grabbed my eye instantly. I knew it was Murano. I've sold one squattier than that. This is the deeper version, so I'm super excited about that. Went down to the basement, and Sarah hadn't made it down here yet, and low ceilings, but what was nice is most people weren't coming down, so I had a little bit more time to film by myself. Love that Holga camera. But then when I found this, I was super excited, and the best part, no price tag. So that means, you put that in with the bundle, and you're going to get it for a really good price. So super excited. It works, and I'm bringing that to a sale. A little bit too expensive for me on this one as well. These are a little bit easier to find, more of like a throwaway type of camera for the 50s. And this box camera, I wanted to check to see what kind of face. It was just a normal plain face. I've got plenty of those, and I'm just being really selective. Almost grabbed this one. 35, I don't think I could get her down, so I wanted to just go ahead and stick with the one that didn't have a price on it. And that was before I realized Sarah grabbed the two spy cameras. So I'm excited about those too. And they came with the leather straps and cases. Some pretty cool art in here. And the previous owner of these items was a photographer. And this book over here is full of 35 millimeter negatives, black and whites mainly, and also some infrared film, which I'm pretty familiar with that back in my photo days. And they've got the 35 millimeter sheets, so that way you can see the thumbnails on some of them. But he definitely did like to go out and capture some of the Southwest style stuff. Also family vacations mixed in. It was priced $50. If I still had my darkroom equipment, I would have definitely snagged this, because some of these tourist pieces that he captured in film are possibly not there anymore, or in really bad condition. So definitely good snag, but once again, for the price, I wasn't able to grab it. And here's some of the prints that he actually did himself. I do believe they're inkjet, and just to show you some of his work that he was doing, capturing some signage and some really cool pieces that he did. These are from slides, that one that you saw with a really cool statue, and that's my favorite. And I did see the negative for that. And then I was headed out, and then I saw this printer tray over there. Of course, I had to show you this piece. This was a printed piece and signed. This printer tray, though, really nice. It looks like it is backed professionally and with framing. So he definitely took time on that and put some money into it. So it's great for littles. I went back outside after visiting up with Sarah, and just had to check these knives out. I like how they displayed the knives on the dartboard. That old dartboard, you can just put them in there and you've got them whenever you need them. So it's kind of cool. Most of them were pretty bent up. They weren't sharp, and most of them were missing parts of the handle. So I think they had this displayed somewhere outside just for a quirky little art piece. But definitely worth taking a look. I wanted to show you guys. There's some nice solid knives, some German knives, and I did see some US knives. And there's also just some like weird little trinkets and some darts and folding knives. Totally made me think of Halloween. And yeah, just different things. A scalpel, that was pretty cool to see a scalpel. But without knowing the history of the scalpel, to me, it's not worth much. So, but hopefully someone will come by and swoop up all these knives. I really do think they're a great instant collection if you're into something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. And so we were checking out. We were ready, waiting in line to go ahead and start the process, and found this box of bottle openers. So I set everything down that I had and went through it. I did grab this lady right here. This lady, she's a bottle opener, and just love the French look to it. And I did pick these up and went to the front. Once I looked them over, I decided to go ahead and pass on those. But they were all really fun to look at, for sure. Little collections of just about everything in this house, which that always makes an estate sale so fun. And I mean, this house was packed, and they still have a garage and a shed that they're unpacking and going to be pulling that out for next weekend. So excited to head back next weekend, and we might see some collections we didn't see. All right, so on our way home, obviously we had to hit some of the arcs. This one we had never hit in Denver, and there's probably like 28 to 30 arcs in Denver, in the Denver metro area. This one has one of the older buildings, and it's packed. So we went through, and Sarah went straight to the cases and found some really awesome stuff. Check out her video that she dropped, because she went into the cases and found some epic finds. I found this piece. Obviously this peacock was painted, and I thought, I might be able to strip it. So I put it in the cart just to see what Sarah would think, and it's worth a gamble sometimes. A lot of stuff on these shelves. It's almost overwhelming, honestly. We're not ready to start stocking up on Easter style vintage right now. We have buckets still, so probably gonna pass on anything Easter related. Oh, and look, there's another peacock right there. So that made me decide, okay, it's definitely worth picking them both up and just, making the decision together, but see what kind of paint is on them and see if I can strip them. Always like looking through the metals. You never know if you're going to find like a drink caddy or a plate caddy, something different. And this big piece was hiding. Really cool oil or gas can. Really nice color on that. I like the grayish tan with the blue. And of course the wooden handle, and it has both the spout cap as well as the top cap, so that's a score in of itself. Yep, so that's what I got so far. You didn't see me grab that elephant, that just happened to happen. And someone's on the other side making a lot of noise. Oh my gosh. That wasn't me. It was not me. Yikes. So, have you ever been in a thrift store and someone right by you knocks a bunch of stuff over and then runs off and then looks like you did it? Yeah, me neither. I liked it. Patina is a little too far for me. Anytime you have like a facial features, to have all the scratching on that, it's just kind of like eerie. So not really my vibe. All right, busting through one more aisle here, seeing if there's anything else. A neat tin. I'm not gonna grab it for that price. Plus, it's kind of boring for me. Yeah. Not finding much. But this brass piece, this is a brass canister. I do believe it's a tobacco tin. And I always like to bust them open just to make sure that there's no corrosion inside, but also there might be a marking inside. Let's smell it. Yep, that's definitely tobacco. Yep, oh man, almost. But I caught it, so it did not fall, did not get damaged or make any noise. So definitely going to grab that. It's a great find for $3.99. And right before leaving, saw these two finely blown glass Egyptian perfume bottles. Really nice toppers. Going to be bringing those to a sale very soon, along with everything else you saw us grab. Definitely make sure to hit subscribe and like this video if you did.